As you probably know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has recently solidified himself as one of the best guards in the league. He's leading a young OKC Thunder team to the top spot in the West, and doing so while scoring over 31 points per game on a ridiculous 55% from the field, as well as grabbing 6 rebounds, dishing out over 6 assists, and getting 2.4 steals per game. But if we rewind the clock to the year he was drafted, back in 2018, it's hard to comprehend that 10 different players were drafted before Shai. And although the top 10 picks of this draft consisted of some outstanding talent, there's no doubt that basically every team with these picks would turn the clock back and draft Shai if they could. With that said, what happened to every player drafted before Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and where are they now? Welcome to Sportsphere. Let's get into it. Chosen as the first overall pick by the Phoenix Suns, DeAndre Ayton swiftly established himself as a consistent and reliable big man alongside Devin Booker. However, the optimism that he would swiftly dominate the NBA with his impressive big man skills and hopes to become the next Joel Embiid was soon dashed. While Ayton remained a dependable big man, he failed to reach higher levels, and despite reaching the NBA Finals in 2021 with Phoenix, his passive style became more evident, especially in crucial games. As a result, over the offseason, he joined a young Blazers team after a trade, and this season so far, he's continued to prove to be an average big man that lacks versatility. Although not a bust, he is far from a top number 1 pick in the recent NBA. Marvin Bagley III, drafted 2nd overall by the Kings, initially showed some promise as an explosive forward, but faced setback with a significant injury in his 2nd season. The following 2 seasons for Bagley saw him continuously deal with injuries, soon seeing him traded to the training grounds for the biggest busts. However, lingering injuries continue to impact his time on court, but when he is on the court, he continues to showcase flashes of brilliance. He's now just hoping for sustained good health, which will open up more opportunity on the basketball court for him. Despite being an extraordinary talent with a stellar EuroLeague record and winning the EuroLeague MVP at just 18, Luka Doncic still fell to the 3rd overall pick after being drafted by the Hawks and quickly traded to the Dallas Mavericks for Trae Young on draft day. Fast forward to over 5 years, Luka has consistently contended for MVP, setting records seemingly almost every game, and now in his 6th NBA season, he's averaging nearly 34 points, over 8 rebounds and 9 assists, and his shooting splits are improving almost every single season. Despite carrying a rather inconsistent Mavericks team, there's no doubt that Luka's epic performances will soon bring a championship to Dallas. The Memphis Grizzlies made an excellent choice with the 4th pick, selecting Jaren Jackson Jr., and he quickly lived up to expectations as a versatile big man. And over subsequent seasons, the Grizzlies drafted Ja Morant and Desmond Bane in following seasons, forming an impressive young trio. In the previous season, Jaren Jackson Jr. earned the Defensive Player of the Year award, showcasing his defensive prowess, with his versatility to guard smaller players on the perimeter while still protecting the paint. And he's been a crucial part of the young Memphis team that over the past few years have consistently made playoff appearances. With averages of over 21 points, nearly 6 rebounds, and almost 2 blocks per game, Jackson has proved to be an outstanding and versatile asset for Memphis, which is probably where he will reside in time to come. Selected as a 5th overall pick, Trae Young entered the NBA drafted by Dallas, but was swiftly traded to Atlanta. And despite some initial concerns about his size being only around 6 foot, his college offensive prowess smoothly transitioned to the professional stage, even though he faced some efficiency challenges early in his career. But as of today, Trae Young is ranked in the top 3 in assists per game every single season since his sophomore year among all NBA players. He also has career averages of nearly 26 points and 9.5 assists per game, which is really rare for a 6-year player. And while recognized as an elite scorer and facilitator, Trae has faced criticism for shot selection and defense, especially early in his career. And despite some playoff success, including a run to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, there are concerns about Atlanta's postseason prospects with their current roster. Nevertheless, Trae Young remains a top-tier point guard in the NBA, who always seems to come through in the clutch.
He comes over the timeline at 4. Trae looking to drive.
Game time.
Shoots. Hits it!
Regardless, it'll be interesting to see what the Hawks front office will do with the current Hawks roster. This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com. So let's step away from basketball for a moment and tackle a different kind of balls, a much more sensitive kind. I'm super excited to introduce you to the latest cutting-edge breakthrough from the trailblazers that brought you precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra from Manscaped. Building on the excellence from the Lawnmower 4.0, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra has taken grooming precision to the next level with their next-gen dual skin-safe blade heads, now accompanied by an upgraded trimmer blade and interchangeable foil blade. The upgraded trimmer blade features longer, wider and rounded teeth that cut through hair like butter. Tough on hair but gentle on skin. But that's not it. The foil blade is upgraded and crafted to transcend boundaries of regular trimming blades. It glides gently over your skin, capturing even the finest hairs for a flawless look that is ready to impress. Now I know what you're probably thinking. How does this dual blade system actually work? Well, let's take a look at a side-by-side comparison. Start your trimming session by using the trimmer blade, then easily pop it off and attach the foil blade to get down to skin level, a 2-in-1 of dreams. And now let's talk lighting. We've all been there, navigating those tricky spots with nothing but a hope and a prayer. But fear no more, because Manscaped has answered our cries with a huge LED light. Those hard to reach areas, they're hard to reach no more. And if you're a part of the OG Manscaped fam, this trimmer is a tribute to the classics, retaining all previous features you've grown to love. And let's not forget that it's still waterproof. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra from Manscaped is not just an advancement, it's a revolution. Join the 9 million men worldwide who've put their confidence in Manscaped for all things grooming and hygiene. And if my math adds up, we're looking at around 18 million balls here. Head over to manscaped.com and get your hands on the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra today. And when you use our promo code SPORTSPHERE, you'll get 20% off plus free international shipping at checkout. That's 20% off plus free shipping with promo code SPORTSPHERE at manscaped.com. And trust me when I say this, fellas, your balls will thank you. Despite having an iconic name, Mo Bamba has been one of the most disappointing picks from his draft class, especially as a 6th overall pick. Initially picked up by the Magic, he faced limited minutes early in his career, and this trend continues over the next few years, seemingly due to some issues related to his attitude and dedication to the sport. In an attempt to change the situation, hoping for different results, Bamba was traded from Orlando to the Lakers. But this didn't significantly impact his playing time, as he still just got garbage minutes. And after just a half season with the Lakers, he found himself traded to Philly, where he continued to face restricted minutes. At this point, it seems like Bamba might need an opportunity on a non-contending team, maybe the Pistons, to showcase his potential. Wendell Carter Jr., recognized for his defensive ability and basketball IQ, was chosen as a 7th overall pick by the Chicago Bulls in 2018. Over his first 3 seasons, he showcased his ability to protect the rim and show decent offensive contributions, establishing himself as a valuable role player for the Bulls. In 2021, Carter was traded to the Orlando Magic, where he continued his career as a solid role player. Although his numbers and shooting efficiency have seen a decline this season, the Magic remain a decent team in the East. Despite recent fluctuations, Wendell Carter Jr. has evolved into a dependable role player that almost every team would find valuable. With career averages of nearly 13 points, 9 rebounds and close to a block per game, Carter seems poised for a long-lasting career in the NBA, even if achieving All-Star status appears unlikely. Regardless, he's had a decent NBA career thus far, now on his 2nd NBA team. Colin Sexton, a dynamic guard, joined the NBA in 2018 as the 8th overall pick for the Cleveland Cavaliers. His scoring prowess quickly made him a vital player for the Cavs, averaging over 20 points per game for 3 seasons. Unfortunately, a major injury in his 4th year shortened his season. And in Sexton's absence, Darius Garland stepped up big time for the Cavs, which led to Sexton's move to the Utah Jazz. While his minutes for the Jazz have slightly declined, he still remains a very talented scorer. That being said, over the past 10 games for Utah, Sexton has averaged over 20 points per game and has been a big part in Utah's recent success, winning 8 of their last 10 games. And despite injury concerns and Sexton's ability to stay healthy, if Sexton does maintain good health, it won't be surprising to see him be a part of an all-star team in the near future. As for Kevin Knox, chosen as a 9th pick by the New York Knicks in 2018, he was considered a large frame forward with scoring versatility and a lot of potential. Despite inconsistent displays of some talent, he struggled heavily to be efficient with New York, having the worst true shooting percentage in the entire NBA in his first season. After moving between teams, he currently comes off the Pistons bench, playing 15 minutes per game and showing improved efficiency. I think he's beginning to understand that the potential of him becoming a superstar has gone down the window, and he's began to take more of a backseat role. Regardless, the next couple of seasons will be crucial for Knox, as he's yet to demonstrate consistency or significant promise in his first 6 years in the NBA, and only time will tell the future of Kevin Knox in the NBA. But if he doesn't quickly improve his output, he may not be in the NBA for much longer. As for Mikal Bridges, he had a very different journey to Kevin Knox. Originally selected by the Philadelphia 76ers in 2018, but quickly traded to the Suns, he initially had a modest rookie season. However, when given more opportunity, Bridges stepped up and quickly evolved into a crucial player for the Suns, making significant contributions on both ends of the floor alongside Booker. His role became even more prominent when Chris Paul joined the Suns, and he played a vital part in the Suns' 2021 NBA Finals appearance. In a surprising move, the Phoenix Suns traded Bridges to the Brooklyn Nets in 2023 as a part of a deal involving KD. And in over 60 games with the young Brooklyn team, Bridges has been averaging over 21 points per game, shooting 45% from the field and 35% from 3. While not being a standout player in his draft class, Bridges exemplifies the type of talent that can be a perfect second or third option on a championship caliber team. Not to mention, Mikal Bridges also stands alone as the only player in the NBA to not have missed a single game, despite being in his 6th season. An incredible feat that is extremely rare in the modern load management days. And as we know, after Mikal Bridges was selected 10th overall, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was selected 11th overall as a 3rd guard of the draft. It's safe to say that currently, Luka and Shai stand out as the best players of the draft class thus far, despite this class being one of the greatest in recent history. Although Shai hasn't found championship success yet with OKC, with an incredible revamped young OKC team, a championship in the future seems inevitable, and they seem to be way ahead of schedule, with Shai leading the team on all fronts as a top 5 scorer in the league, while shooting a percentage unmatched by any other guard in the entire NBA. Anyways, we'll be closely watching the Thunder as they make their way into the postseason, and it'll be interesting to see if Shai can lead this team to a chip in as early as 2024. Anyways, thanks for watching Sportsphere. Who do you think is better, Luka Doncic or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Please leave your comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.